Hello everyone, this is the Whistling Hermit. Today we are going to do something new. We are going to create a medicine wheel. Now, this will be a pick a card reading. We will be providing you with 3 piles to choose from. At the same time, this is a timeless reading, so whatever moment or whenever you are able to encounter this video, then maybe that is the time where you are meant to see it. At the same time, this is also a general reading, so just take whatever resonates with you. Now, since this is a little bit exhaustive, we will divide the creation of the medicine wheel into 4 parts. Each part will be released one day after the other. And now these 4 parts, on the first part, we will be creating a 4 corners of the earth spread. On the second part, we will be adding the 4 elements of the earth. And then on the third part, we will be placing the messages from our spirit guides. And then on the final part, which is part 4, we will be creating a personal crystal grid for you. Now, hopefully, this medicine wheel that we will be creating will be helping you cleanse or remove whatever things you need to get rid in your life, and at the same time will give you the fire within so that you can move forward with joy and confidence towards a promising future. So without any further ado, we will be choosing from 3 piles. Now, we have here several cards that would represent the crystals that we have here in the table, and we will randomly pick one which will represent pile 1. Okay, so for pile 1 we will have the lapis lazuli. Okay, so lapis lazuli is this one. Okay, so lapis lazuli. So for those who would like to choose pile 1, we have lapis lazuli. And then for those who will be choosing pile 2, we will be having, let's see, amethyst. Okay, so we have here amethyst. There's another amethyst here. Okay, so for pile 2, we have amethyst. And then for pile 3, let's see what we will have for pile 3. Okay, let's randomly get. For pile 3, we will have black obsidian. Okay, interesting. Okay, so black obsidian. Okay, so these are the 3 piles that you are going to choose from. Now, if you want to spend more time to choose, you can pause the video and then intuitively choose which pile you would like. And then afterwards, there are also some timestamps that will be provided in the description, so you can immediately go to whatever stamp you've chosen, so whatever pile you've chosen. So now, if you are ready, you just give yourself a few seconds, you can pause it, and then afterwards we can go to the pile we have chosen. So today we are going to do part 1, which is the 4 corners of the earth reading. Okay, so if you are ready, let us go to the specific pile that you have chosen. Okay, for those who have chosen pile 1, the gemstone that will accompany us in the creation of the medicine wheel will be lapis lazuli. Okay, let's get to know a little bit more about the crystal that will accompany us. Now, lapis lazuli is a crystal that cleanses and also energizes the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, the 6th chakra, which is the 3rd eye chakra, and also the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. So there are 3 chakras that it help energize and cleanses. Now, the 5th chakra usually has the color of blue, and then a brighter blue we will is in the third eye chakra, and finally the violet color is in the seventh chakra. So as you can see, no, lapis lazuli has sort of a bluish violet color. At the same time, you would identify it by noticing that there are tiny flecks of gold scattered in the gemstone. Okay, so as you can see here, no, so it is dark blue with flecks of gold. At the same time, no, this lapis lazuli is a powerful stone for thinking and spirituality. So related to the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. It increases self-knowledge and awareness of one's own thoughts. Now, it helps you to trust your inner wisdom, enhances your psychic and intuitive abilities. So these are related to the third eye and the crown chakras. Now, it connects the spiritual realm with the physical realm. So it allows us also to be grounded. At the same time, it promotes creativity, self-expression, and communication. So it's related to the throat chakra. Now, it helps to harmonize the yin and yang aspects within us. So the yin is the feminine energy and the yang is the masculine energy. So it helps us to balance both the feminine and the masculine part of our being. Now, we are going to part one of our medicine wheel creation. We are going to put our gemstone in the middle, and then we will shuffle our Rider Waite card deck, you know, and then we will create now the four corners of the earth. Okay, so this is the first spread that we will put. In part 2, we will add to this four corners of the earth spread the four elements. But for today, we will be doing the four corners of the earth spread. Okay, so first we will randomly pick a card for north, and then a card for south, and then a card for west, and another card for east. Okay, so before we start, I will just try to make some clarification. No, the main energy of this reading, which is the bottom card, we have the moon. Okay, now the main energy we will put in the middle. Okay, so the main energy is in the center, which like in the center of the earth, no? And the western part will symbolize whatever part in your life that is closing, no? So this is the sunset portion of your life. So what part in your life is, or event in your life is presently closing? On the right side, which is the eastern part of the four corners of the earth, this is what is beginning, no? What is beginning in your life, what is opening up, no? And at the same time, the southern part here, the southern part is the part in your life that you are aware, that the conscious mind is aware of, no? And then the northern part is the part that is in the subconscious mind. So this is what you are consciously aware externally, and at the same time, these are the things that you are not aware, which belongs to the spirit realm or your subconscious. Now, the one in the middle is the present event, no? The present event that is happening, no? So this is the main center what is happening at your present time. So the recent past, the present, and the near future. Okay, so or the possible future. Now we will try to see what are the things that are happening right now. Now, okay, so in your recent past, no, you left something, no, you left something behind. No, it's you left a certain event in your life, no, and it seems to be certain things that you were not satisfied in your life. No? There's a certain event in your life that you have experienced, no, which is represented by the cups here. No, it can be a relationship, it can be a career, it can be a situation in your life that you have experienced. You drank the cup, but you were not satisfied with it, and so you left in the middle of the night. Okay, in the middle of the night. When you look at it, it's full moon, and you left it in the middle of the night. It means that somehow, whatever it is, when you left it, you do not know what will happen. No, the future is not very clear to you, but you had made a decision that you're going to leave it behind. Okay, now because you've left this behind, in your proximate future, it's going to be a little bit challenging. No, the what awaits you in the near future is something that is quite challenging. It will cause you some pain. No, it will cause you some pain. As you see here, the swords are piercing your heart. No, so in a certain sense, yes, it's going to be in the near future. You're going to undergo some tower moments, some trials. No, and it's not going to be easy. No, but I think everything, it's part of life. No, part of life is really to undergo some challenges. No, but don't worry, there will be some grace that will help you to make it through. But because of you left something behind, it's not very easy to just close it. No, it will require some tower moments. No, some moments of transition wherein there will be some pain, and there will be some storms. No, there will be some pain in your heart, at the same time storm in your mind. No, you will be preoccupied with a lot of things. As you can see here, no, there's really a big downpour, no, here, and when you look at it, I think there's I'm not sure if this is a ship or a house. No, if it is a ship, then the ship will be will be going through some turbulent waters. No, and so it will not be easy, but you will be undergoing some difficult moments in the near future, but it's okay. No, it's part of the journey. You have to go through the storm in order to see the sunrise. Okay, so that is the challenge for you right now, and at this present time, no, you are experiencing, no, the uncertainty of what the future will bring. No, as you can see, the moon represents mystery. So after you've left this, it is already at the full moon, and you can see here the full moon. So it's like a progression. No, you do not know what the future will bring. No, you don't know what the tide will bring. No, but you need to wake up every morning in order to face the sunrise with hope. No, so there will be challenges in the sunrise, but you continue on waking up. You continue on facing whatever challenge you will have. No, hopefully, we don't know what the tide will bring. No, so just continue. There will be some trials. No, and it is good that you are aware of it now. We are being warned that there will be some trials that will be facing. It will not be easy for you, and the present moment you are filled with mystery. No, at the same time, this is also a good moment for you for introspection. No, because right now things are not really very clear. You don't know what will happen. Leaving behind something, no, you are uncertain of what will follow. So at this present time, there is a certain uncertainty in your present situation, and there is a need for you to spend more time in contemplation, inward looking, reflecting of what is happening. And as you reflect on yourself, then as a result also it is expected that as you reflect inwards, there will be moments where the past event will cause you some pain, the past event will cause you some turmoil in your mind, inside you, but it's okay. There is always this hope, in the mystery of the night, in the mystery of the moon, everything is possible. Now, in your present situation, there is death, So in your conscious mind, you are aware, You are aware that yes, there is a closing. There is a closing. You are aware that at this present time, there is a closing of a chapter in your life. But when you look at it, death is riding a horse. Death is a knight, So a knight usually saves people. So you are, as you undergo this death, you are also being saved, You are being saved from whatever pain. You might be experiencing the pain right now, but it will be, it will pass. These too will pass. All these things will pass. Now, the night, the death, which is the closing, although it's a little bit scary, a little bit uncertain, you don't know what awaits you on the other side, or on the other side of the closing of the chapter and the beginning of one, So there's a death, there is, when you look at it, the death will also save you, will also bring you to salvation, So in a certain sense, so it is just a temporary transit period that you really have to undergo. As you can see here, there's a hand here, without any body, and at the same time, there is the head here. So it seems like this is a dismembered, just the head is separated from the hand. You couldn't even see the body, So it's really a a terrible thing, It's as if you feel that you have sort of it has really dismembered you in a certain. What it means is that you feel disjointed. You feel everything is sort of. You don't feel whole at this present time, and it's a really trying period for you right now. However, in your subconscious mind or in the spirit realms, there is promise. The promise of the world. The world is the completion of everything, and in the completion of everything, just a moment. Okay, in the completion of everything, there is what you can see here. Growth of beautiful things. It's like a springtime, What awaits you and what we are not aware of, because right now you are in this moment of suffering, this closing of a part in your life. This is what you are experiencing right now, but what you do not know is that the spirit realm is preparing you for something beautiful, something that is beautiful. And when you can see here, there's the lion, the calf, the angel, and the eagle. Now, when you look at it at the rider Waite, these have books with them. Actually, this represents the 4 evangelists, and for me, it symbolizes that it is a process of learning. This experience that you are having right now is a process of learning. You will learn something, and it will prepare you for a bright future. It will make you a stronger person. You will make you a wiser person in the end, and at the same time, there is a promise of beautiful things. After the storm, there will be the rainbow. There will be the sunrise. So right now, at this present time, you are undergoing some trials, and at this present time, it's not easy, but these are what you are encountering right now. So that's it for you right now for part 1. I invite you to wait for the next day. By tomorrow we will have part 2, and we will be adding to this medicine wheel the 4 elements, and then maybe we will have a clearer picture of your present situation. For those who are interested, here are some reflection guides that can help you understand more, or at least make the best of the reading that we just made for part 1. Okay, the first reflection guide is try to reflect into your life right now. What is that thing that you are not satisfied in your life right now that you feel you need to leave behind? Is it a relationship? A relationship that is a low-level relationship? Could it be a career that is not satisfying to you right now? Could it be a family situation that you feel needs to be changed? Could it be also a certain habit or addiction that you have that you need to change right now in your life? So you try to write them down. By writing them down, it is sort of an indirect way or a direct way of accepting that such a thing exists in your life right now, and that such a thing needs to be changed. At the same time, the second guide point that you might consider is, as you undergo this transition period, which it will not be very easy, try to think of at least 3 positive things that you can do in order for you to make it through this transition period in a more positive way. So try to think of 3 positive things that you can consider. Like, for example, spending more time in creation, or could be also spending more time with your family. It could be also nurturing yourself, your inner child, by taking up new projects, or having a physical regimen or a health regimen that can help you tide it over through this period of transition. And then finally, try to see, if you have a lapis lazuli in your with you, you can put it in your room or in your office, so that it can help you spend more time in retrospection, in reflection, and it can be your partner in your journey as you go through the 4 parts of the medicine wheel. So if you have a lapis lazuli gemstone in your collection, then maybe you can have it with you as you go through these days. Or if you do not have lapis lazuli, try to find any blue gemstone or any purple gemstone, which all blue and purple gemstones help assist our 5th chakra, 6th chakra, and 7th chakra. If you do not have a blue gemstone, you can use a clear crystal or a clear quartz. The clear quartz is an all-around crystal that can cleanse and energize all chakra levels. But at the same time also, if you both have a clear quartz and a blue gemstone or the lapis lazuli, you can put them together, because the clear crystal magnifies the energy of other gemstones. So if you put them together, you will enhance the energy that comes from the blue crystals. So that is what you can do right now. Okay, so as we go through the creation of the medicine wheel for the next 3 days, because we already did day 1, you can put these gemstones together, or even just one gemstone, whichever is available for you. If you cannot find anything, you can go out to nature and look for a stone that is closely with a bluish tinge or a bluish color, and it will already be helpful. Now we will try to close this reflection stage with a quote from the full moon. Okay, full moon quote. We'll get a full moon quote. We will take a card randomly. Okay, let's see. So, what is a full moon quote that you can get? The full moon, the mandala of the sky. Okay, so for those of you know, if you are reading it, whatever stage or whatever cycle of the moon it is, no, maybe one thing that you can consider is also is to go out at night to watch the moon and the stars, no. At the same time also to spend more time going inwards, no. The mandala helps us to go inward, no. You can use nature to bring you inwards, no. Sometimes when you look at the sky and you look at the stars, you can see patterns in the stars that could make you get insights, no. Sometimes also if you look at the branches of the tree or the patterns of the leaves, no, you can get some insights. You might see some figures in it that might help your intuition, no, guide you through your process of transition right now. Even sometimes you just look at the cloud patterns, no, you can already get towards inwards, not inwards to yourself, and be open to the insights that the spirit will give you, no. So for those who are of you who are intuitive, no, this looking you can look for mandala from nature, no. Can be the leaves, can be the clouds, can be the stars, no, can even be the patterns of the moon if the moon is full, no. You can use nature, no, as mandalas to bring you to inwards to yourself, so that you will be more docile to the promptings of the spirit. At the same time, no, there is an invitation for us, no, for the following few days, no, 4 days of this process of creating the medicine wheel. There is an invitation for you to spend more time in solitude and silence, no? So to spend more time being alone, being with nature, and to more of reflection of what have just happened in your life and what is presently happening in your life. So more time for inward looking, you know, spending more time with going to our inner self. Well, that's it for now. Until tomorrow for our part 2. Okay, for those of you who chose pile 2, we have amethyst. Okay, so this is amethyst. One is rough and the other one is smoothened. Okay, now the amethyst clears and brings sort of energizes the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. So this is chakra number 6 and chakra number 7, and both chakra number 6 is dark blue, while chakra number 7 is violet or purple. As you can see, the amethyst is purple in color with stripes or patches of white. It's the color of purple is varies, no, from light to dark. As you can see, it's more discernible here in the smoother version of the gemstone. As you can see here, there is a varying shades of purple. At the same time, there are streaks or patches or stripes of white in the gemstone. So this amethyst has a calming and soothing effect, and then also it is used for quieting the mind, no? So it quiets our mind, which also affects quiets our third and our sixth and seventh chakra, and then it helps us to connect and harmonize the physical, mental, and emotional bodies, no? So it connects us not only the mind but also to the body and our heart also. So it facilitates the flow of energy from the different chakras of the body. It can clear the outer aura and create more stability. It connects heaven and earth. Yeah, because it works on the seventh chakra, so which connects us to the higher realms, and it blends spiritual inspiration with reason and intellect. So making our mind in touch with the divine allows us to balance our mental preoccupations with the spiritual realms. Okay, so this is the amethyst, and the amethyst will be our companion as we create your medicine wheel. Now, as you can see here, we are going to include together with the amethyst the clear quartz, because the clear quartz amplifies the effect of the amethyst on other also gemstones. The clear quartz energizes all different the different gemstones and allows them to have a stronger effect. So we will put it here at the center. Now we will shuffle the Rider-Waite tarot, and then we will fill up the four corners of the earth for our medicine wheel. Okay, so now the four corners of the earth are north, south, west, and east. Okay, so we will fill up these four corners by randomly getting some cards from this deck. So this is for the north, and then south. Put them there. Okay, let's see if we can put them closer. North, south, west, and east. Okay, so we will define the four corners briefly. As you can see, this is the west. The west is where the sun sets, and so this is in this side of the four corners. This is where we will have the previous events in your life that have closed or are closing. And then here on the eastern side where the sun rises, this is a new beginning in your life, a new chapter that is opening in your life right now. Now the one in the south, the lower part, the southern part, these are the things that are happening in your external world, the discernible ones, the ones that your conscious mind is aware of. And in the northern corner, which is this is where the things that are happening in your subconscious mind, the one in the spiritual realms, the things that are happening presently in your life that you are not aware of. Okay, and then for our energy for today, we have the bottom card, which is the Ace of Cups. Wow, very interesting. So we will place the Ace of Cups here, which is the main theme of our four corners of the four corners of the world. At the same time, also the main theme for our medicine wheel for the next 4 days. Okay, so as you can see here, in the recent past, or the one, it seems that in the recent past, the one that has just recently closed, is that you received a special gift from heaven. It is a gift that is a gift from the divine. As you can see here, there are a lot of yods. The yods symbolizes the presence of God, and the hand that comes out from the clouds symbolizes a gift from the universe or from the divine. And as you can see, this gift that was given to you is a gift that is abundant, because there are shoots growing from the wands. It is something that is very fiery, so it could be a new enterprise, maybe a new venture for you. It can be also a new adventure. It can be also a way of traveling. As you can see, there is a beautiful landscape here with the mountains and everything. So it can be also a new journey in your life or a new adventure. So in the recent past, this is the one that was the one that is just closed, is that you received something from the divine. So it's up to you to discern. Is it a new inspiration for your career? It can be also a new adventure in your life. maybe a new journey. Maybe you just finished the journey sometime in the recent past, or you might have a new relationship. It can be a loving relationship. It can be a new friendship, no, wherein the friendship is full of possibilities, full of a friendship that is flourishing, a friendship that is passionate, that is full of life, no. So these are the things that you can consider. So in the recent past, something positive happened, no, and it was a gift from the universe or from the divine. Okay, now in the near future, no, whatever it is that you receive, be it a new adventure, be it a new venture, be it a new relationship, no, this will make you stronger, no, this will make you grow as a person, and it will help you appreciate more the generosity of the divine in your life, and it will give you an inner strength that will allow you to face the future challenges that you will encounter. As you can see here, this lady, no, has the courage to reach out to something that is a little bit scary. So if it is a new venture, if it is a new venture, then you will have the courage and the inspiration to take the steps. Even if you feel it's a little bit scary, you will have the courage to take the risk, to experiment on the venture. It will give you the courage to experiment, or to do things that are new, no? To do things that are new. So it can be also an adventure that you will be discovering new worlds. You will have the courage to do it also. At the same time, if this is a new relationship or a new friendship, you will have the courage to reach out and expand this friendship, or nurture this friendship to make it very, very fertile, very, very promising. As you can see, no, the landscapes here are very fertile. The sun is bright, no. Here, there are, so these are positive things, no. You have a lot of positive things, and when you see here, externally, no, externally at this present time, you are the Empress. And being the Empress, no, you can see the Empress is surrounded by a lot of flourishing things. So you will be very productive. If it is a relationship, your relationship will flourish. If it is a new venture, or a new part of your career, or a new project, then it will be a project that will really flourish, and you will be in command, no, you will be the Empress of whatever this new gift that you have received, and you will be guided by the presence of the divine. As you can see here, there are a lot of stars, no, and you will be very productive. If it is a relationship, no, your relationship will be very creative. Your being together, or your friendship also, will be something wherein both of you will be able to create beautiful new things. Now you will give birth to a lot of beautiful things. At the same time also, if it is a relationship, there's also a possibility to have pregnancy. If you're a male, then your partner might have the possibility of being pregnant also. Or if you are the woman, then there's a possibility that you also be pregnant. Okay, so you can see here the sign of femininity and fecundity, productivity, no? So very beautiful. You have a very, very beautiful present situation. Now in your subconscious, unknown to you, is that your inner child will be happy, no? So you will be nurturing also your inner child. This gift will allow you to nurture your inner child, and this inner child will grow, will have this sense of freedom, this sense of, you will regain your sense of wonder in life, your sense of freedom, your sense of adventure, no? It will grow and it will shine, no? So the fecundity or the productivity will not only be in your external world, but also in your interior world, no? You will be setting your inner child free, and you will be nurturing your inner child to healthiness. So both interior and exterior world, both your interior and your exterior world will be flourishing. It's beautiful, no? And as you can see here, the main energy, no, is the Ace of Cups, no? And the beauty with the Ace of Cups is, you'll see here the dove, which can symbolize the spirit, no, the Holy Spirit, the divine, which brings a sort of like a host into the cup. It means that the presence of divine will fill up your cup, and you will be a person who will be overflowing. Your cup will be overflowing, and then because you are overflowing, no, and you will be filled with the yods, which symbolizes the presence of God. No, so you will be very much aware of the presence of God in your life right now. No, this is the present thing that is happening. So at this time in your life, you are aware of God's presence. You are aware that you are overflowing right now. Your love is overflowing, and you do not need anybody to fill up your cup, because your cup is being filled up by the divine, and it is overflowing, and this overflowing will affect everything around you, be it your career, your studies, your relationships. No, everything is flourishing right now. You can see there are a lot of water lilies there. It's filled up with water, and then water symbolizes in symbolizes the intuition and inward, our inward journey. So your life will be a balance between being aware of the reality, being grateful for the abundance that you experience in the reality, and also being grateful of the abundance that you are receiving interiorly, no, externally and interiorly, and you will be a cup that is overflowing. This is something very, very beautiful. So when you can see, no, as you can see here now, so this is what is happening to you right now, no. So from the four corners, you see that everything is positive, everything is beautiful. And if you put this one, no, this amethyst will get you, make you more sensitive, will open your intuition even more, and make you more sensitive to the presence of the divine, and it will be amplified also by the clear quartz. Okay, so this is our part 1. Tomorrow we will go to part 2 of pile 2, and we will be adding the 4 elements of the four elements. No, so this is what we have for now for pile 2. Now we will go to for those who are interested, we will go to some points for reflection that you can use, so that you can maximize this reading that we have of pile 2 for today. If you are interested to go straight to pile 3, if you want to also see the pile 3, just look at the description. Or if you want to go back to pile 1, you just look at the links of the timestamps in the description. So that's it for the setting up of the 4 corners of the earth for pile 2. Okay, for the reflection, no? For the reflection for pile 2, what are the things that we can consider so that you will be able to maximize this reading? One thing, number one, material for reflection for number 1 is to try to think what are the gifts that the divine has given you in the recent past. No, you try to look in the area of career. Is there something new? Like, did the divine give you some inspiration or some dream that could better your present career? Or maybe you are being encouraged to undergo a new venture, maybe take an entrepreneurship. No, so try to see if there is something, a new inspiration that has come to you. Try to see if you have already started working on it. No, if not, then maybe you should try doing it now, because everything here in the situation is going very well. It's very promising. It's saying that it is something very beautiful, something gift, and that you have the divine, and you are at a very, very productive stage in your life right now, both exteriorly and internally, and you are growing, not only becoming an empress, but also becoming somebody with great courage to take new ventures. So these are very good things. So if it is a new career, try to find out, no, and write it down. What is this inspiration that the Lord has given you with regards to your work or to your career? What is this new dream, no, that you are being inspired to do? And maybe as number 2, you try to see how can you accomplish this. You try to make some sort of mini plan on how you will make it come to fruition. If it is a new relationship, you try to see who is this gift that the Lord has given you. Is it a friend or is it a new person? And maybe it is something that maybe you can think of how you can, maybe have you thanked the Lord or the divine for this gift, no? Also, whether it's a career or a new friendship or a new relationship, if you haven't thanked the divine, then say thank you. Say thank you also to the spirit guides. Say thank you also to the universe. And at the same time, say thank you to the person. If it is a relationship or a new person, say thank you. You can express this thanks to the person in different ways. It can be through expression of other ways of expression, or it can be also by words. No, it can be by acts of kindness, acts of unconditional care or unconditional love. No, so these are the things. So you try to see also how you can nurture this new friendship that you have, so that it will grow. It will nurture both you and your partner, so that both of you will grow interiorly and externally. And you try to see how you can make it grow even more. No, so if it is a relationship, this is a good thing. No, if it is a relationship with your family, you try to see how you can spend more time with your family, or spend more time with your loved one, or maybe a friend. No, you try to see also how you can nurture it, so that it will grow. No, the relationship will grow. No? So these are the things that we can possibly do, so that we can reflect on it. You write it down, because when you write them down, we commit ourselves to doing it. No, so far, pile number 2, you are very positive prospects. You have very positive cards. No, and now, oh, okay. So I was planning to get something about the new moon, because these are something new, but I ended up getting something about love. No, maybe it could be because maybe the divine wants to give you some insights regarding love. No, how to nurture this love, as we have just talked about it. No, we're talking about love. No, so as you can see here, no, the back cover shows 2 people holding each other's hands, and they form a heart shape. No? So let us see. So we will get one from this one, randomly get a card, and try to see what insight we can get for reflection, so that we can do until tomorrow. Okay. Love recognizes no barriers. No? It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls, to arrive at its destination full of hope. So you can see here, no, it's really very positive. No, it's like this little boy in the card of the sun. No, this little boy, it's there is a fence behind him. It's like this little boy jumped over the fence in order to ride the pony. No, so if the gift of the divine right now is something like a friendship, a new relationship, or more intense relationship with your family, then you are being invited to jump through borders, to hurdle through things, so that you will be able to express your love, your appreciation, your gratitude to the gift, to the persons that was given to you as a gift by the divine. And there is this spontaneity of the child. There is this exuberance of a child, this sense of joy, this sense of adventure, this sense of wonder. No, so you are being invited right now to reach out to your loved one, and also to your career. No, to give your love also to your career, if it is a career or a new project, for you to have the courage to jump over the fence and to nurture your project and nurse it into, so that it will grow. It will be very healthy, just as these sunflowers that are enjoying the heat of the sun. No, you are encouraged to have the courage to jump over and to experiment and to enjoy, to have that sense of wonder, sense of adventure, the sense of creativity that a child usually has. So this is your invitation right now, to recognize no barrier, to jump hurdles, leap fences, penetrate walls, to arrive at its destination full of hope, full of joy, full of love, full of exuberance. So this is for pile number 2. So tomorrow we will go to part 2. And that's it for now for pile number 2. We now go to pile number 3. Thank you. Okay, for those who chose file number 3, the gemstone for file number 3 is the black obsidian. Now, the black obsidian is really black, jet black in color, and it has a glassy appearance. Now, in contrast to the previous gemstone, which are the lapis lazuli and the amethyst, which both are both cleanse, which were the both gemstone cleanses the upper chakras. The black obsidian cleanses and energizes the basal chakra, or the base chakra. So it is the lowermost chakra. So it's a contrast. Instead of the upper chakras, it energizes and purifies the lower chakra. Now the black obsidian helps dream recall and analysis. So for those of you who have dreams, no, if you have a black obsidian beside you in your bed, no, there's a higher chance that you will be able to recall your dreams and to analyze them better in your, which can help you in your spiritual journey, especially when you are trying to get in touch with your inner self and with your dark shadow, or the shadow part of your being. Now, it allows us to ground ourselves to the earth. You being a gemstone that helps the lower chakra, it allows us to ground ourselves to reality and to the earth. It adds energy to your life force. So when we are grounded to the earth, we feel stronger. No? It gives strength to our life force. It promotes tranquility. It makes us stable, no, and wholeness. Now, being grounded to the earth allows the energy of the earth to go up to our higher chakras. It is a support during stressful times, and it assists in new beginnings. So for someone who is beginning a new project or opening a new chapter in their life, the black obsidian can be of help. No, it is also helpful in difficult pregnancies. It is related to reproduction, and at the same time, it promotes healing from unhealthy feelings of shame, guilt, and the victim mentality. So all those traumas related to the lower energies, no, the black obsidian can help us in a positive way. Helps us to face both fear of failure and of success. So it gives us courage. Being grounded gives us the courage to face things. It reminds us to help others. It encourages honesty and honorable living. So yeah, when you are grounded, you accept your humanness. Your humanness, to be perfectly human, is also to accept that being a perfect human, we are also prone to mistake. And at the same time, it makes us also generous to other people, because we are also able to accept the mistakes of other people, knowing that we too are subject to our own weaknesses and mistakes. So now we will try to fill up the four elements, the four corners of the earth using the Rider Waite. We will be using this original Rider Waite tarot, and then we will randomly get several cards to fill up the four corners of the earth. Okay, so this one is for the north, and this one is for the south, for the west, and for the east. Okay, now we will put the black obsidian in the center, and to further enhance the power of the black obsidian, we will put the clear crystal. The clear crystal enhances the energies of the other gemstones, no, and it also cleanses all the chakras, no, all the sacral levels, all the chakras, all the major chakras. So now we will see what is in the bottom. In the bottom, we have the page of wands. Okay, so we will put the page of wands here in the center. Okay, so when you look at this is the four corners of the earth: north, south, west, and east. In the west part, where we see the sunset, no, this is where we place the part of our life that is closing, no, in the recent past, what part of our life have closed, no? And on the right side, which is the eastern part where the sun rises, we put a new beginning. Now, what is beginning in your life right now? Now, in the southern part, this one, in the southern part, this is where we place the things that we are aware of, the things that are happening in our conscious world, no? What we are consciously aware of. And the one in the northern part are the things that are happening in the spiritual realm or in our unconscious realm, the things that we are not aware of. Now, the main energy, which is the Page of Wands, we place in the center. So it is what is presently happening in our life. Okay, so in the recent past, now what has been closed is that it seems that you have developed a certain oneness with the divine, which is symbolized by this sign of eternity. And at the same time, it has given you inner strength. Your inner life and the oneness that you have with the divine has given you an inner strength that allows you to face things that are fearful in your life. It gave you the courage to move forward and face whatever things are fearful in your life, things that are a bit scary, things that are a bit unstable. It has given you, in the recent past, you have developed this certain courage to face things, no? And because of that, in the present moment, you are a person who can be this Page of Wands can symbolize you, no? A person who is very fiery, a person who is not afraid of adventure. As you see, this is a person who is dressed on his way to an adventure. At the same time, he's not afraid to be himself. When you look at him, the way he dresses himself, he's not afraid to be a fashion trender, no? He's not afraid to be different. He's not afraid to do new things, something that is he has the courage to be who they are, to shine as what they are before the world. They are not afraid also to reach out to others, no? So this is a person with passion, no? So it can be your energy that because you are a person with courage, no? And it can be your energy. Now it can be also that this one, instead of being you, can symbolize another person who just came to your life, no? And this person who came to your life is a person who has inner courage, and this inner courage allows her to be a different person, someone who's unique and someone very attractive to the world, someone who is very passionate. So this energy can be you or somebody who recently came to your life. Now, at the same time, if it is you, no, in the near future, you will be a person who will be upholding what is true and what is right, and you will be a person who will be establishing very strong boundaries. That is, you will be able to protect yourself, your energies, no, that people will not be taking advantage of you. No, you will be a person who will always uphold what is right and true. Especially, you might become, even because with the sword, you can be a voice for justice, a voice for the voiceless, no? So it seems like to be a progression of becoming stronger and stronger by the day. So what happens is now you develop this inner courage, you have the courage to be yourself. At the same time, later on, you can also become a voice for the voiceless, and you will be upholding what is right and what is true. At the same time, no, you also here in the present time, no, are nurturing something, no? So if it is in a career, if it is related to a career, in the past, no, you have found the courage to make a venture that is different from the others, no? And you are not afraid to be different in your career. Like, for example, you could be an enterprising entrepreneur, no? And very creative entrepreneur. You are not afraid to be different, and because of that, you are slowly building up your wealth. You are slowly building up your economic potential. As we know that of all the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is a knight who is very slow in movement. As you can see here, the horse is stable and he seems not to be in a hurry, but he is looking at the pentacles, and the pentacles is he can see future prospects. He can already anticipate. He's looking at the land, a land that is already tilled. No, so he, even though he seems to be moving slowly, he is making sure steps, and these sure steps are promising steps that he knows in the future will bear good fruit. No, and as you are working on yourself, or maybe working on your career, or working in your relationship, if you have a new relationship who is also passionate, and it can be both of you, you and your partner also can be like that. You will be having a promising future where you will be upholding what is good and right, and at the same time there is a promise of wealth and abundance in the future. When you look at it, the one that upholds justice has a balance of things, so it means that if you will be receiving abundance in the future, you will make sure that it will also overflow to others who will be in need. So this is a very generous person. It can be you and your partner, or your partner. What is going here is that you are slowly going towards abundance, toward prosperity, but at the same time there is compassion and generosity and steadfastness to what is true and what is equal. At the same time, what you do not know is that there is an ending in your life right now. Maybe in the past there might have been a situation that is not as bright as what is happening right now in the present. It seems that the sun is shining in your life right now. So in the interior life, there is a death to the old self. Things that are not very good, things that are base. As you can see here, even here, the bishop can symbolize those part of you who wants to compromise, but as if this bishop is compromising with death. So there might be some parts of you who has a tendency to compromise, but this one is already in the process of ending. You have the promise of a young child, the inner child, which is courageous, full of hope, full of positive things, and not afraid to face. You have the courage to face whatever dangers or whatever challenges that reaching out for something that is good, authentic. You do not have that fear. Just as this child is facing death, even offering death with a flower, in contrast to the old person here who is dressed like a bishop, and is trying to compromise with death. You are a person now who gone are those parts of you that are willing to compromise things. You are a person who you are becoming a person, or have become a person who does not compromise what is just and what is true. You uphold what you think is right and what you think is wrong, and you do not compromise with base things, things that are, you do not compromise with lower energies, but you uphold what you think is right and is true. So as you can see here, this is also a positive card. It started with something very strong, the strength, inner strength. You are being guided by the divine, and the divine is teaching you how to uphold what is good and what is true and what is right. And the older part of you, the shadow part of you, the things that are base, the things that are low energy, are passing away, and a new sunrise is beginning in your life, and death is bringing you into a new chapter at this part of your life right now. So it's also a very, very beautiful, interesting four corners of the earth reading, and you have something very promising. You are growing and evolving into a very attractive, very courageous, and very appealing and very fiery and passionate person, and it's a beautiful thing. Now tomorrow we will fill this up with the four elements, and for now we have already finished the filling up of the four corners of the earth, and this is for pile 3. Now if you are interested, after this there will be some points for reflection that you can use so that you can make the best of the reading that we just made today, so that it can prepare you for tomorrow as we go to part 2 of our medicine wheel. Now, for the next few days, if you have an obsidian, no, or any dark stone, if you do not have an obsidian, any dark stone, no, and if you have, it will be your companion for your journey. It will stabilize you, make you grounded, feel grounded. It would give you the courage to face whatever challenges you have in your present time. Now, this is very, very in one with what the reading shows us. And at the same time, if you have a clear crystal, you can put it together with the obsidian. No? You can put it near your bed. No? Later on, we will be using these crystals together with newer crystals in order to make a crystal grid that will you can place in your room or in your office, so that it will help you go through your journey as you go through. Allow the medicine wheel to help you find healing and to help you find inner and external growth and towards health, both in mind, heart, spirit, and body. Okay, so this is it for now. Now we will go to the points for reflection. Okay, so for our points of reflection, no, my invitation for you is number 1, you try to spend more time with interior contemplation. Maybe spend more time with nature and being aware of the presence of the divine in your life, to be grateful for the strength that he is giving you right now. Maybe spend more time with the divine in the following days. No, if you can make it part of your day, to start the day being aware of the divine, thanking him for all the graces, and at the end of the day to thank him also for the graces that he has given you. And at the same time, to try to see, no, what are the things in your life right now where you can use this new gift that the Lord is giving you, this courage to be creative, to be yourself, to venture into new things. No, so you try to see in the area of business, no, maybe there are new ideas that you have right now wherein you can use your inner strength in order to cultivate it and nurture it to success. At the same time, also you try to see which relationships right now wherein you can use this certain courage so that you can reach out and be closer to any person in your life that you find is very significant to you right now. So if in the past you have been reticent in reaching out to somebody, maybe for reconciliation or reaching out to express more how much you care for them, then maybe you try to see which are these persons that you can reach out with courage in order to deepen your relationship, and at the same time which parts of your career that you can work on so that it will be better, that you will have the courage to be creative, the fire to work with passion in it. No? So you write them all down. By writing them down is in a way, in an indirect way, you are committing yourself to having them being accomplished. At the same time, the second one is to try to dream. No? What are the things you want to have in the future? Just as this Knight of Pentacles is dreaming, no, of what he expects in the future. So now that you have the courage, now that you know that you are being given by the divine a certain gift so that you will be able to accomplish what you are being placed to this world to accomplish. Now, usually it is related to your dreams and to your inspirations. You try to write down what are your dreams and your inspiration with regards to your career, with regards to your relationships, with regards to friendship, with regards to your family, with regards to the things you would like to learn. So these are the things you can also write down as number 2. What are the things that you would like to have in the near future? And if you write them down, sometimes when you write them down, be careful of what you write down, because what you write down and what you dream of often comes true. It comes true at the right time or at the time of the divine. So when you write them down, there is a higher probability that they will come true. At the same time, the third, number 3, third assignment is to try to write down what are those parts in your life wherein you tend to compromise. For example, are there some addictions or some bad habits that you have in the past that makes you compromise and prevent you from being the best that you can be? No? So you write them down, and afterwards, if you can symbolically get rid of them by burning them, or you can symbolically just brush them out and make a resolution. You write them down and then you strike them out, and at the same time you write something more positive, something that is the opposite of what you have done before. Like for example, if a certain addiction, you write this addiction, you remove them, and then you replace them with an activity that is positive in order to counter this addiction. So this is the third thing. You try to see where are the parts in your life where you have this tendency to compromise. For example, in a relationship, maybe your tendency to compromise is you tend to say white lies, or tend to compromise also. You tend to be unkind sometimes. You tend to be dependent. You tend to be one way, just receiving without giving something in return. So if you are also have a tendency to be a player in a relationship, then these are the things you need to write down, and then you write down something positive that will counter that, and make a resolution to apply the positive things and slowly get rid of the lower energy practices that you have had in the past. Okay, so that those are the things that we have now. Now we will get one card from this new moon, because it's a new beginning for you, a positive new beginning. We will get one card that in order to end these points for reflection, and this will be a sort of like your spiritual snack until tomorrow, which you will take with you for the whole night. You can reflect on it, and you can prepare yourself for part 2 tomorrow. Okay, so we just get one. What is the message? Okay. Life is the night sky. All the dots of stars are happiness. Okay, so in the darkness of your life, if you try to look in the past, you might have had a lot of shadows in the past, but there are those tiny stars that illumine the night sky. So in your life also, there might have been some moments where there are a lot of darkness, but in all those darkness, there are still some goodness in you. So in every life, there is the yin and the yang, the black and the light, the darkness and the brightness. So this is, aside from the darkness, there's always this light part in you. And it's about time that you allow this light part of you to dominate. But at the same time, you recognize this dark part of you and you accept it. Yes, this is part of me, and this is something that can be slowly, because what happens is, if you accept this dark part of you, it will be a sort of slowly mend with what is bright, and sooner or later it will turn to gray, and hopefully in the future everything will be light. But the change that you are undergoing right now doesn't mean that you will deny what is part of you. This darkness is also part of you. You need to accept it, to embrace it, and from there you walk together with this darkness, and both of you hold the hand of this darkness and bring it back to light. So you recognize, I accept that there are things that I need to work on myself, and when you keep on falling, you accept, okay, yeah, this is something that has been with me for many years, but I know together, if we would accept each other, we will be able to work together, and slowly we will find ourselves back to the light. Now, this dark part of us, we have pushed back to our subconscious mind. We need to recognize them, because this is the part that is very strong. The subconscious mind is more than 90% of our capacity, mental capacity. Our conscious mind is only a small portion of our mental and spiritual strength. We need to harness it. We cannot deny it. We need to accept it. And with our experiences in the past, the mistakes that we have committed, we recognize it. We recognize the mistake that we have committed. We embrace it as part of us. We forgive ourselves for whatever mistakes we did, and we embrace ourselves. And together, just as the child faces the darkness of death, the child faces it with courage. offers a bouquet of flower as reconciliation with your dark side, there is a new sunrise that shall await you. So this is what we can reflect on, no? How we can accept, not to deny, but to accept the mistakes of the past, accept it as part of ourselves. This is what made who we are right now, what gave color to us, what made us unique and different from the, and it is from these things that we will be able to jump to a brighter future. From our experiences, from the mistakes that we made, we learn new things. It's like in the circle of life, or the wheel of life, or the wheel of fortune. Every stages of our experiences in life is a stage of learning. Be it the good and the bad experiences, they are part of our life, and they are parts of our life that teaches us and makes us better person as we go through our journey. So that's it for now. Until tomorrow, hope to see you again for our second part of the medicine wheel. Thank you and have a great day.